Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm just setting up the store display. Well, welcome in. Welcome to Sam's Vintage Beauty Boutique. What can I help you with today? Looking for some earrings? Okay. Yeah, I can definitely help you out with that. We just got a bunch of new vintage items in, so I think you might really enjoy them. So, what kind of earrings are you looking for? Is it for an event? Is it for anything in particular? Or just something to wear every day? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely help you out with that. So, are you looking for something long, short, dangly? Anything in particular? Okay. Yeah, we can just kind of show you what we have and go from there. How about that? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you want gold? Sure, we have a lot of gold items. I can definitely start with gold. And then if there's anything else I think that you might like, I might just go ahead and show you if that's okay. Cool. Alrighty. Well, I might just start with what I was about to put on display because these are so beautiful. Okay, so here's these. They are these little golden angels. And they have a little clear, it's not very opaque, a little white ball that kind of dangles as well. And I kind of I like them orientated like this, kind of like they're whispering secrets into your ears a little bit, or they're trying to hang this as another earring or something. But they're not very long, I mean, they're a decent length, not overly long or anything. And they have these little wings, these little cherubs. They're pretty detailed for how dainty they are. And they're not very heavy. I won't lie, they do have a little bit of weight to them. But it's not something that is going to hurt your ears after wearing them all day. So, for the first pair of earrings, what do you think about these? Sure, yeah, I can definitely keep showing you some other options. You like that length? Okay, yeah. So, I do have another pair. It's a little bit different, but they're a little more subtle. And they just kind of have this golden swirl with a thick gold chain and this little diamond in the center. You really like this. I can tell your eyes kind of sparkled when I brought them out. So is that something? I mean, they're a little bit longer than the other ones, but they can really pack a punch for how subtle they are. Sure, I can definitely set them to the side for you. I'll just set these right here on the counter. But don't worry, I've got quite a lot to show you. I could talk about earrings all day, to be honest. So, since you were liking those, something a little different, have a lot more punch to them. They remind me of chandeliers, and they make such a beautiful sound. Imagine that walking as your heels click down the sidewalk, and these just dangling. These also do have a little bit of weight to them, but they are very beautiful. So they're not exactly gold. They have more of a bronze finish, but they could pass for gold if you're not wearing any other gold jewelry. They're a little bit much. That's understandable. They are quite a lot. They are still pretty though, yes, for sure. Okay, well, what about something like this? It's just some subtle stonework. It's not real jade, unfortunately, but it's still very, very beautiful. You like these? Yeah. They kind of are the same vibe as the other pair that you were liking. Okay, yeah, I can set those to the side for you. Is there a certain amount of earrings that you're looking for? Like, is there a quantity you have in mind, or just kind of whatever? Okay. Oh, I was just curious. It's not an issue or anything. Like I said, I could talk about earrings all day. So as long as you want to sit here, I've got stuff to show. It's definitely going to go out of the realm of gold a little bit, but I've got stuff to show. So this is a more subtle version of what I just showed you, with the same color and everything. These do have a different backing type, where it's got chain that goes through your ear, so this would kind of dangle through the back of your ear, and this is the part that would actually be sitting in your ear. So they're a little bit shorter than the other ones, but they're really in the same vein as those. Yeah, they kind of bother my ear too. The chain going through is a very weird feeling. I do understand that they are for a niche bunch, I will say. Okay. Well, I do have these. These are very similar to the first pair that you were liking. They've got the subtletiness, kind of the same type of gold chain with the crystals, and 3 little different size butterflies. We have the biggest butterfly on the longest chain, the second biggest on the medium chain, and the smallest on the shortest chain. So it gives this nice cascading effect. Yeah, they're very beautiful, and like they're about the same length as the first pair. You like these? Yeah, I figured you would, because they really do go with the first pair that you were liking. Okay, sure, I can definitely set those to the side, and don't feel obligated. We can definitely hold everything for now, and then if you want to go through everything that you're selecting at the end, you can do that too. I just don't want you to feel obligated. My eyes are bigger than my tummy when it comes to shopping sometimes, and I never want to be pushy to anybody, because I can be quite indecisive when it comes to shopping. I probably shouldn't assume everyone is like that, but just to feel like we're in a safe space. Okay, these are a little bit different than the rest. Okay, so they do have a little bit of that golden bronze hardware, and they kind of remind me of grapes, pearl grapes. They also have a wonderful little sound effect. They're quite a bit shorter than everything that you've been liking so far, but I did think they were quite beautiful. Not quite your flavor? Okay, yeah. Well, sticking on the theme of pearls, we just got these in as well. Yeah, everything that I'm showing you is one of a kind, because, well, there might be other pairs out there, but I highly doubt you'll find any of these earrings around here, because everything is vintage and everything is donated to us and curated in a sense, because we don't take just everything. We do select our pieces quite carefully, but everything that you're seeing is going to be rather unique, at least in this area. And that being said, after owning the shop for quite some time, I've never seen any pair that I've bought. Even when I've traveled, I've never come across them. So here's another pair. They do have these beautiful butterflies. They're a gradient of white to mint to teal. And they do have 3 dangly chains. The chains are a little bit different. The 2 outer ones are a tighter chain with 4 pearl balls, and the center one is more of an open link chain with 2 golden balls. And the earring type is a stud with a pearl on the front. They are quite a bit longer, but they are still very beautiful. Okay. Yeah. A little too colorful. That's okay. You like your earrings to be more universal around your outfits. Okay, yeah. Well, let's go back to the solid gold then. I do have, this pair is very 80s businesswoman. it's just gold circles. We have 1, 2, 3 gold circles and another one that kind of holds them together with a little crystal. Oh yeah, I didn't even have to say much about those. You want that? Okay. I do want to fangirl about the sound. It's really subtle, but they do have a little bit of a tingle to them. Just a little bit. But those are so beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, you're like, please just set them down. I don't need to listen to you talk about them anymore. Yeah, I'm glad you kind of caught us on a slow day. Normally we're quite busy, but you caught us on a really good day where we can just talk about and fangirl about the earrings a little bit. So let's see. I'm going to show these to you anyways. I'm not entirely sure that they're going to be up your alley, but we do have these long pearl drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshwater pearls on a gold chain. They are a bit long, and the chain isn't as, it doesn't have as much mobility as I would personally prefer. They can be a bit stiff. See, this is the earring turned to the side, and I would prefer that the chain not to be so stiff. But they are beautiful, and as long as they're sitting in your ear, just fine. These would be such a beautiful piece to add to any outfit. They do bring a bit of elegance with them, I will say. They look like money. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The chain is a little bit, it's just a little too stiff. I do prefer a little mobility in my earrings as well. So I get it. Now this is what I mean when I say mobility, so this doesn't matter. This is just nice and loose. So these are quite a powerful punch, I would say. They're stars and moons, and they have these opalescent crystals in them, as well as solid crystal faux diamonds. They have a star stud that would be the base of the earring, and they dangle quite long. And they've got a star, and then a circle, and a star, and a circle, and then a crescent moon. And they're just really pretty. I can't quite capture it. See, I'm trying to show you the pearlescence that they have to them. It's like a milky crystal. You really like those, yeah. Did you happen to see the northern lights that were going across America the other day because of that magnetic storm? Yeah, they're right on par with that. That's what I'm saying. Right on par. So I have one more pair that's a bit longer, and then I have a couple shorter pairs to show you. You seem to like the longer pairs. I guess you did like those 80s ones, but I do want to show you some shorter pairs. After these, now these are a little bit different than the rest I've showed you. They're a little bit more modern. I like to think of these as mini art pieces. I feel like this is something you would see in a giant sculpture form sitting in the yard of an art museum. But it's got this stiff stud to it, and then it's sort of a balancing act of this piece here. And they really just sit nicely in your ears. I think that they are so fun, and this doesn't really move too much. It's oriented and balanced very well, so this piece doesn't really move around in ways that you wouldn't want it to. And it's got this beautiful blue stone to it. It's a little bit marbled, so there's some white and blue marbling going on in it. You do like them? Okay, I'm glad I showed them to you. I was a little iffy on showing them because it doesn't really seem like the rest of the stuff you were selecting. But okay, so now I do want to show you some shorter earrings that I have. This pair I think you're going to like a lot. So these are quite small studs. They do have some bows with these very large freshwater pearls. These are quite short, but oh man, they're beautiful and very detailed. These bows have a lot of ruffles in them, and then there's these 4 little rings in the center holding this giant wavy pearl. The pearl almost has a little swivel to it, just a slight little swivel. I figured you would like those. They're very, very you from what I can tell. I'll just set those down here. Okay, so I have some other ones. I'm not really sure they're exactly up your alley, but we're having fun, so I'm just going to show them to you, okay? These are quite heavy. Right now they are clip-ons, but they're red and white checkered with stars and moons on the checkered parts. They're a little loud, I know, but we can appreciate that, right? I still think they're quite beautiful. And as far as these, I know you're not really going to like them, but I want to show them to you anyways. And I also really love the backs because it's got this hook that goes around the stud that would go through your ear. And just listen to that tingle. So they are enamel covered peonies. And they have a beautiful little butterfly. There's this beautiful pink backing with red and green and gold lining around everything. Aren't they just beautiful? Yeah. And I love the sound they make, so I just had to show you those. I know they're not what you're looking for. I do have one other gold pair, and then just for the heck of it, I'd like to show you some silver pairs of earrings, if that's okay. I can definitely tell you're a gold girly, but okay, cool. I'd love to show you some. This will be the last gold pair, but these are really subtle. They act like little paper clips. So they come out like that and just hook in like that. So really simple and subtle, and they're just little hearts. And these are solid gold, so they're a little more expensive than the rest. Budget's not an issue, okay? I can kind of tell because you're stacking up a lot here. But like I said, you are by no means obligated to buy any of this, which hopefully you would know anyways. But I don't want you to feel like you have to buy everything that you're setting off to the side, okay? If anything, I think it's safe to play like that because, like I said, everything here is one of a kind. So if somebody were to come in and pick it up while you were still deciding, you know, you have to lead a little bit. So what do you think about these? A little bit too subtle, but you like them? Do you want me to hold them for you? Okay, that's fine. We can go ahead and set them to the side. Like I said, we're slow, so you probably won't be fighting anybody off on those. Okay. So this is a little bit different than the rest of the stuff, but I think I'm going to show them to you. These remind me of the old-time door knockers that you would find on a castle's front door. After you cross the bridge over the moat with the snapping alligators inside of it, you would come up to this, and you'd have to swing it, doosh, 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 to get the king to answer the door. So it is these beautiful golden lions with this tortoiseshell auburn ring in its mouth. And they are very beautiful. I've never seen anything like these earrings before. Some of these I've seen quite similar layouts to what they are, like really similar designs, but these I've never seen anything even close to this before. You like these? I'm a little bit surprised. I know they're gold, but they're a little different than what you've been picking. But I'll just add it to your small pile that you have going here. Okay, so is it okay if I show you some silver hardware items? Okay, yay. Thank you for talking about earrings with me. Like I said, I could go on for days. So let's start with these. There's these little vintage flowers. They remind me of orchids, and they have this oil slick metal center bead in the center, and these slightly opaque royal blue cubes dangling from them. But I just think that these are so gorgeous. Again, this is one I've never seen anything really like it before, and it almost seems like it could be made into a pendant of some sort because there is an opening at the top. So I'm wondering if they were at one point dangles or something. They seem like they're not all the way finished, but they are really fun. And if they were adjusted of any sort, then that makes them that much more unique. Not really your flavor. Okay, that's fine. I guess these do have a little bit of a bronze covering. I know I was going to show you silver hardware, but I do want to show you these because I think you might like them. They've got these small auburn Swarovski crystals to them, so they have a diamond in the stud and then dangles here, and they vary in length, and they are so subtle, but for how subtle they are still so beautiful. What do you think about these? Not really your flavor, okay. Well, let's stick back to the flowers. These are quite crazy, but I'm going to show them to you anyways. They kind of remind me of a bouquet, like a holiday bouquet that you would see hanging on the doorsteps of many families. But they do have these wonderful crystals to them, and they have little pink roses hidden in here, and I just love the color scheme to them. They are so beautiful to me. They're white, blue, mint green, pink, and they have mixed hardware. So they have silver here, and the chains are gold. So usually I don't like mixed hardware, but it works really well with these. So what do you think about these? I feel like a little bird should be perched right inside of there. You actually really like them? Okay, cool. I'll just set them over here in your small army that you're creating. Okay. Here is some crystal bows for you. They're just really simple crystals with silver backings, and they just hang like this. This part is solid, stiff, so it is not moving. Sometimes the earring might have to sit a little bit at an angle, unless your ears are farther out from your head. But I do think that for how simple these are, they still pack such an elegant punch. And they do make a little bit of a sound. What do you think about these? Just a little too much. Okay. Well, on the topic of bows, I have another option to show you then. They might be a little too much for you, but they are these beautiful beaded bows. And I regret every day when the lady came in to try to donate these. They were her grandmother's. She also had a red pair, and I felt like I just wanted the one, so I only took these from her. But I think about that red pair every day, and I should have grabbed it from her. I don't know what I was thinking. A lapse in judgment, but that's okay. So I do really like these. They have more mobility to them, so they don't necessarily have to sit at an angle. They'll just kind of go where they need to. So I was kind of thinking these are probably a little bit too much for you still, right? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. But they are beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, I have one last pair to show you. And I'm thinking it's going to be too much. But I just kind of want to fangirl about them, because they are these beautiful asymmetrical earrings, and they have this really intense crystal in the middle, this omniscient stone, and there are these cast silver shapes, just these beautiful star-like organic shapes, and I just wanted to show them to you because they're so unique. And most people are pretty decisive when they come in here, and you're just kind of all over the place, which I appreciate so much. I feel like I can hypnotize you with this. They're a little much, huh? Yeah, but they're so cool. I really have never seen anything like these before. And look at this. I found one more pair. Little gold buggies. Little vintage gold buggies. Broom broom. Aren't those fun? Not quite up your alley, but they are very cute. And very detailed for their size. Look how detailed that is. Isn't that cool? I just love earrings so much. They put a lot more care into vintage earrings than they do in earrings that are created nowadays. That's why I prefer to shop local. I either thrift or I shop handmade jewelry, because handmade, they just put so much more love and effort into it than all of the mass-made jewelry. So let's see, let's count here how many pairs of earrings you've racked up. So we had this pair, so that's one. We had these, that's two. We have these, that's three. You changed your mind on these? Okay, no problem. See, that's what it's all about. Okay, so we're still at 2 earrings so far. Alright, we have these cool little art pieces. So that's 3. We have these, which will be 4. Changed your mind on them? You can think about it a little bit. Why don't you just look at them a little bit? Want to put them back? Okay, that's fine. It's not meant to be, and it's not meant to be. That's totally okay. Okay, what about these? Still like these. Okay, so that's 4. And then we have 5. I know you're not going to put the rest back. I just know it. 5. 6. Okay. And 7. Okay, awesome. Well, let me just step to the back and get these backed up for you, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, so here's your little bag. I know it looks rather small, but it's a Mary Poppins bag, I swear. Here's that for you. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming in today. I had a wonderful time talking about earrings. And if you're ever in the mood for another pair, or just looking for anything else, or know anyone looking for earrings, I would love it if you would send them my way. So thank you so much for coming in today. It was a pleasure helping you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.